Whether you're a professional or just a hobbyist, this is the place to come for sharing recipes, techniques, and tricks to ensure your backyard meal is the best it possibly can be. This is Craft Sear. Welcome to another episode of Craft Sear. Today we've got our grill sergeant, Aaron Craddock, who's going to be running us through a Thanksgiving dinner right off the smoker. So the most important thing, obviously, is the bird. Now, this right here.
That's our bird.
That's the brine bird right there. Okay, Aaron, so number one, tell us what you put in this brine and how long it's been sitting in there.
So it's been in the brine for just shy of 24 hours. I normally go 1 hour per pound on my brine. No more than 24 hours though. So This is gonna be perfect. This is a large bird. It is a 20-pound bird. You're gonna use about a quart of water for your standard size bird. Add a little bit more for bigger. I took about 5 cups of water, brought it to a boil. We put in just shy of 2 cups of kosher salt, 1 cup of sugar, dissolved it, and then we chopped up 2 oranges, 2 lemons, 2 limes. That's gonna be citrus for going inside the brine, right? Transfer them to a new pot once all that salt and sugar was dissolved. Put the oranges, the lemons, the brines in there. We took a whole onion, cut it up into large slices, put that in there. Put 4 bay leaves, 4 cloves of garlic, and a teaspoon and a half of thyme.
Okay, so one of the things we gotta do, you can't just take this bird out, rub it up, and put it on the smoker. You gotta wash it off.
Yeah.
So if you don't, obviously that's gonna be a problem because it's gonna be a little salty. You don't wanna do that. So that's what we gotta do. First step, we're gonna take it inside, we're gonna dump this out, wash this off. We'll come back and we'll get into the dry rub. When you're making a turkey on the smoker, you could put the whole thing on.
Absolutely.
Right? But it's a much longer process.
A little bit, yeah.
As a whole bird.
Yeah, so if you want to do stuffing, you want to stuff your bird, I'm going to recommend doing it whole. We're not doing stuffing today. We're not doing a whole turkey today. We're going to spatchcock the bird.
Okay, so for those that don't know, spatchcocking the bird is basically cutting it, opening it up, and then laying it on the smoker flat. And what that's going to do is cut down on cook time.
Yep.
It's also going to help a little bit when it comes to the dry rub. You can cover the entire thing inside and out.
Yep.
So let's go ahead, show us how you spatchcock a bird here.
Okay, so identify the breast, right? We don't want to cut there. We want the backbone. So to do that, again, we got to flip our bird over. Okay, there's your backbone. Okay, this has to get removed in order for us to spatchcock it. Kitchen shears, okay? I got 2 pairs just in case one's a little dull. I did do some sharpening.
I was wondering how you're going to do this, if you had a hatchet or something.
No, so I just kind of dig in, right? Do you want to feel, Tony? You want to put some gloves on and feel
I'm
this
okay,
like?
baby. I'm watching you do it.
Okay, so
like
I just kind of find to feel where it is. So I want to cut right along here. Chicken is a heck of a lot easier to spatchcock than a turkey because, well, it's not as big as a bird. So that's beautiful. Again, flip it over, we're gonna dry the inside because we will apply the rub to the inside.
Okay.
Right, that rub's gonna absorb into the meat and then we're gonna apply the rub to the outside.
Tell us a little bit what's gonna go on this dry rub.
Okay, so this is more of a savory rub. Okay, so we've got brown sugar going in here, kosher salt again, right? Smoked paprika over just standard paprika. I prefer the smoked aspect of it. Coarse black pepper, garlic powder, onion powder, thyme, crushed rosemary, ground sage, celery salt, and cayenne pepper.
Okay, we got the spice in the shaker finally.
Yep.
And now it's time to do the inside and outside of this bird. Go ahead and show us exactly how much you're putting on there. Pretty liberal, or?
For the inside, we're not gonna go too heavy, but on the actual skin and the meat itself, we are gonna make sure it's pretty heavy. Again, the flavor is gonna be great, because what we're gonna be putting on top of this turkey after, we're not just gonna go with dry rub. As we get cooking,
okay,
I'm gonna be doing maple bourbon glaze.
Oh, that sounds amazing. We're gonna let this sit, it's gonna relax, soak up that flavor of that spice. Aaron and I are basically just gonna hang out, and then in about a couple of minutes, say 5-10,
yep,
throw this thing on the smoker and get it going. We have a lot of other stuff to lay out for our Thanksgiving smoker dinner. Okay, so she's been sitting for a little while now. This spice is all nicely sort of stuck on there and soaked in a little bit. I guess it's time to get the bird on, yeah?
Yeah, let's do it.
All right, what do you want me to do? You want me to carry? Do you want me to just grab the lid, or?
Yeah, you can carry it over.
Okay.
That way if you drop it, it's on you. Okay, we're rolling at 275.
Okay.
We're gonna keep it at that temperature, right, throughout the whole cook. And then as we go, we're gonna smoke some butter, and we're gonna baste the bird with that smoked butter throughout the duration of the cook.
So what are our pellets that we're using?
We've got a mixture of Texas beef. Right? I know we're not cooking beef, but it does produce a good amount of smoke, and then a gourmet blend, which is a little bit of hickory, maple, and cherry. Right? Those all blended up, it's gonna create an amazing flavor profile.
So for all of our smoke soldiers, one of the things that you require, obviously, when it comes to projects is a good quality product.
100%.
We've got a great turkey here from 6 on the Block Quality Meats. You've had a chance to step in the shop now, and what do you think about what they have to offer?
Awesome. Amazing selection, great people, great front end staff. Quality of the meat is amazing. I just purchased from them the other day. Did up a reverse sear tri-tip with them, and man.
It's too bad we weren't there for that one. Maybe we'll get that next time.
Maybe next time.
But they also do, of course, a lot of product that's ready to go. They have jerky, all sorts of other dried and smoked, tasty, delicious things. But fresh product is very important. So when it comes to quality, I mean, what are you looking for your larger products? Because some places don't have that. But when you're looking for a big cut of meat like a brisket, going to a butcher shop just makes the most sense.
Absolutely. Right? You're looking at your grade of your meat, whether you're getting single A, double A, triple A, prime. Right? Going to a butcher, you've got a higher chance of getting triple A or prime. Right? And the nice thing about being a butcher, if you're not at the experience level that some people are in the smoking game, say you have a brisket and you want to trim it, a good butcher is going to be able to do that trim for you. Right? So you get a high quality cut of meat, and you get the experience behind that. If you need someone to trim it for you, it's going to be done. Right? And you can always trust a butcher if you have any questions on what you're looking for.
Fall is a great time, of course, to get your barbecue projects and smoker projects on the go. Go check out 6 on the Block Quality Meats. Okay, so we've got the turkey on. Of course, we have a lot of other projects we got to get to when we're serving up an entire smoker Thanksgiving dinner. Let's go get on to the next step.
You betcha.
Okay, so Thanksgiving dinner, you got to have some veg on the plate other than the meat. I see we have some ears of corn here,
yep,
and beers. What exactly is your plan for this next step?
So we're gonna take a twist on corn, right? A lot of people have cream corn or just kettle corn. We're gonna do whole corn on the cob, but we're gonna do a far south twist. We're gonna take a little bit of trip to Mexico with this corn. So we're gonna do some Mexican elote corn, use a little tip inspired by a good friend of mine, Mel at Dark Side of the Grill. He's like, you gotta infuse it with beer, man. You gotta infuse it with beer.
Mexican corn. This is the part, Jess, where you add in some Mexican music and we do some Mexican dancing.
Well, flamenco, go get the guitars.
Yeah.
So what I wanna do is, I just wanna peel off our first layer of the husk, right? This is the stuff that's typically gonna burn down.
It's kind of dry, yeah.
When you grill it anyways.
You don't want that on there.
Right? So
you're looking for green leaves.
Yeah, we're just gonna take that off there. That's good.
Perfect.
Okay. Take a good sharp knife, find the tip of your corn, and we're gonna go just shy of a 1/2 inch. We're gonna cut that off.
Okay.
Okay, that's gone. Same thing on the back. Right? Find the butt end, come up about a 1/2 inch. Slice that off.
All right.
Okay, so we wanna do that with all of our corn. You're gonna take it, you're gonna kind of give it a little bit, oh, that's juicy corn, that's a good choice. You give it a little bit of pepper shakers. You're kind of gonna break it up a little bit on the rind, kind of like your old lady does down low, makes the eye contact, right? It's a good time, right? Don't wanna go too hard. That's good there.
I'm doing. Yeah?
I think you do quite well in the world out there, bud.
Why do we have to do that? Just is this a joke? Is somebody just making me do this just because you think it's...
No, it allows it to break it up a little bit, so that way the beer is gonna soak in everywhere, all the way to the rind of the corn.
He might have made that up. I don't know.
Okay. And if we can let's stand those corns up on end.
Up on end, okay.
Local source beer, right out of Red Deer, Troubled Monk. We're going with the Daycation Lager because we are doing a little bit of Mexican corn. This actually is a little bit of a kind of a Mexican beer. It's a lot lighter. It's a good lager. It's amazing beer.
Now, are we gonna leave it standing up, or?
We'll leave them laying down. We're gonna put them in the fridge, and we're gonna marinate them for minimum an hour, but we're gonna go 2-3 hours, I think, on this one.
Okay. We've had the turkey on for a little bit. It's important as we go through this process of this smoke to baste it with butter. So, did you put anything in the butter? It's just straight up?
Straight up butter.
Okay.
You can add garlic if you want, but we've got enough going on that bird as it is. So we just took some regular butter, put it into a pan, right? So it's getting a little bit of that smoke flavor into the butter, right? Let it melt down. Now when we baste, we're not gonna brush this on, right?
Oh, okay.
Right, because when you brush it on, you could start brushing off the dry rub.
Right.
Right? What we wanna do is give it a mix, Okay, and we're just gonna
Ah, the drizzle.
just let it drizzle. Oh, shizzle my drizzle.
Now I have a stupid question.
I have a stupid answer.
Okay, you've got 2 probes running in each breast. Is that because, is it so large they're gonna cook differently, or?
Well, the breasts, no breasts are the exact same size, right? So, I'm running 2 sides, right? If I have to position the turkey, I will, but for the most part, they should cook the same. I just utilize them again. I don't run my probes into my dark meat because it is darker meat, it is a thinner piece. It's gonna cook a lot quicker than our breasts will cook. So, I just run them into 2. Again, you don't have to use them, right? Most part, I'm gonna use this.
The Thermapen.
The Thermapen MK4. Compliments of ThermaWorks.
Perfect. Well,
And,
if you're looking, you're not cooking, I guess, right? Let's
That's
close
right.
it
If
up.
you're looking, you ain't cooking. We'll come back in an hour and we'll baste it again.
Okay, so we've got the spuds on. Now, some people might be wondering why we're not just baking them on the smoker, which you can do, but you've got a different plan of attack for adding smoke flavor to traditional Thanksgiving dinner mashed potatoes.
Absolutely. So, those who don't know, liquids and smokers, they just don't go hand in hand. They do work, but it's gonna take a long time on a smoker, the temps that we're cooking, to get these to boil. So we're gonna pre-boil them here on the stove. We've got some yellow potatoes, skin on, kosher salt added to the water. We're gonna bring them to a boil. Once they get fork tender, we're gonna take them off. We're gonna add some heavy cream, we're gonna add some butter, we're gonna add some garlic. We're gonna mash them up, get them nice and soft. Leaving that skin on gives you that little bit of consistency. I do this with yellow potatoes. I don't do it with russet, and I don't recommend it. You know, it's a very tough skin.
Yeah.
So yellow potatoes works. Red potatoes, you can. I still kind of peel them. Once we get these boiled, we have to get them mashed, creamed up. Then we're gonna put them on the smoker. And while we're in here, though, we could check on our corn. Give it another massage.
Give it another pepper shake.
We don't gotta pepper shake it. We just gotta move it around.
Okay, so the spuds are boiled up. Now it's time to do some basic things that we all know when we're making mashed potatoes. We're gonna strain them out, and then we're gonna add some garlic, some heavy cream, some salt, and get that rolling. Now, next step is,
Right into the cast iron. Bingo, bango, bongo.
this is like a really great popsicle. Delicious. Okay, now what?
Smoker.
Let's do it. You're running out of room, boss.
Running out of room. That's okay. That bird's looking good, though.
Oh, yeah. Okay, you've got some limes here. I see some feta. What is the next step? What are you concocting?
A little bit of a zesty, spicy lime mayo for our corn. Got my Zen balls here. I just like to work them a bit. If after you zest it and you find you want a little bit more lime flavor, by working the limes like this, it's just gonna juice a little easier for you. I'm using just regular Hellmann's mayo. I'm not a big fan of Miracle Whip. I like Hellmann's, it's more fatty, it's got better pH. Right? And we're gonna go with 3/4 of a cup of this. Chili powder, 2 teaspoons. Half a teaspoon paprika, that's gonna add some zesty color to it. Now, we are using heat.
What
but
is this?
Cayenne pepper.
I've gone too far with this.
Yeah, you can.
It'll mess you up.
Take a whole lime. Now, if you don't have a lime, but you have lime juice, okay? Lime juice works. Add a little bit, mix it up. Right? What we're looking for is a little bit of acidity, right? To take away the sweetness of the mayo.
Okay, so we let this set in the fridge, let all that flavor kind of combine up in the mayonnaise, and how long? Does it matter?
We could use it right now if we wanted.
Right. For all the recipes, by the way, that we've been using all throughout the day today, just look at the bottom. In the description, you'll find everything you need to know. Okay, the glaze is the next step. The glaze is gonna go on what?
On the turkey and our bacon wrapped carrots.
Oh, okay, so explain to us, we're doing a maple whiskey.
Maple whiskey glaze, yeah. So take some 100% pure Canadian, grade A, robust maple syrup. Right? If the camera disappears, you'll probably see me chug this. Super Trooper style. 1, 2, 3, do it.
Yeah.
Okay. So we are going to go about half a cup. Then we are going to use, to keep with the maple, Crown Royal maple. And same thing, we are going to do a half a cup. Okay, then we are going to add quarter cup regular straight up ketchup. So here, compliments of Meat Church, right? Matt Pittman out of Texas. This is his blend. This is Holy Voodoo. It's kind of a little bit of heat to our spice and our rub, right? Great blend, can, shop Meat Church, awesome rubs. We're gonna go 4 teaspoons. 1.
4 teaspoons of the Voodoo.
Of the Voodoo. Any rub will work. I'm using the Voodoo just to add a little bit of heat to our bourbon glaze.
Okay.
And then a little bit of acidity. We're gonna go with 4 teaspoons of apple cider vinegar. Okay, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna whisk this up. So we're gonna bring it to a boil over medium heat. Once it gets to a boil, we're gonna reduce it down to a simmer for about 20 minutes. Let it sit, and then it'll be good to go. We're close to finishing time, around 150 internal on the breast. So at this point in time, I like to take my whiskey bourbon glaze, the maple. Oh, it just looks better and better every time you look at it. Now this one we can kind of brush, right? Because our rub has set.
Well, this is new. I've never seen it done before, but we're gonna do carrots off the smoker, wrapped in. So it's very simple. We're just gonna go around.
Yeah.
There's no real fancy way of doing this.
We just want to make sure that we have the bacon overlapping itself, right? So that way we're not going to lose any bacon as we go along. So we're just going to take it, spiral our way down, right? Most likely going to use 2 strips of bacon per carrot.
It's just like taping a hockey stick, right?
Yeah, you just don't want to give the bacon a twist like you do for that bead in the hockey stick.
Right. Just put a big knob on the end and just have a perfect bacony bite.
Okay, so carrots ready to go on. Our smoker is kind of time. We're gonna be smoking these indirect at 350 degrees. Tony, would you mind grabbing that corn?
Truffle gravy.
Right.
Interesting. Okay, so what's the first step here?
So chemistry is the importance here. So a lot of people, when you make Thanksgiving dinner, you make Christmas dinner, you use a bird, you do your whole bird, you use those trimmings that come in your turkey roaster to make a gravy, or you buy packaged gravy. We're not doing that. We are making gravy from nothing. So what we're doing is we're making a brown butter truffle gravy.
Okay.
So taking butter, we're gonna cook it over medium to low heat, constantly moving it, not to burn the butter, right? And we're gonna brown it to the texture, or the color, pardon me, of peanut butter.
Okay.
Right, and then from that point, we're gonna add in some truffle oil. Then we're gonna incorporate flour. We're gonna incorporate vegetable stock. At the end, we're gonna incorporate a little bit of soy sauce and a little bit of poultry seasoning, because every gravy does need a poultry seasoning. And we are cooking with poultry. We've been cooking this butter over medium heat. We've now gotten to a darker brown state, right? Similar to the color of peanut butter, you know, it's just gonna get darker. This is okay. So at this point now, we're gonna add 2 teaspoons of our black truffle oil. You might wanna flip that over. Give her a little stir. And now in moderation, I've got 40 grams of all-purpose flour weighed out here. So again, like I said, it's kind of like chemistry. It's all down to your weights when making a gravy from scratch. So we did 30 grams of butter, 2 teaspoons of the truffle oil, right? And now we're gonna go 40 grams of the all-purpose flour. Now we're not just gonna dump this in right away. So we're gonna go in moderation here. A little bit of flour at a time. Bring that in, we're gonna cook it. And we wanna do this over a course of about 5 minutes. We want that flour to fully cook. So that's starting to thicken really good.
I was gonna say, it's almost kind of getting pasty.
That's good, that's what we want, right? You're creating a roux. Just like any gravy, right? Anytime you make a gravy, you always start with that roux, right? Which is good, last little bit of flour. Now, when we add the vegetable stock, you think this is thick? It's gonna be wah, chemistry.
Really?
Right, it's just gonna thicken right away. We've taken 2 cups of vegetable stock. I've heated it up just in the microwave, right? Not scalding hot, but lukewarm. Okay, and we're gonna add in moderation here, a little bit at a time. Okay, and as this goes in, you can see, like, look at that. It's just like paste, right?
What the hell?
Chemistry, right? So we're gonna go a little bit more. Right, and we just keep doing this until we get our desired consistency of gravy that we want. Now this gravy is gonna go fantastic with the mashed potatoes. Or it's really gonna work, it's gonna go phenomenal on that turkey. And you know what we gotta do?
Have another whiskey?
That too. Cooking
We gotta taste
is
it.
all about tasting.
Oh, dude. Yeah, that's a righteous gravy. Well done.
So we're at 154 inside the breast. We got about 8 more degrees to go. 20 minutes is what I'm saying. We're gonna pull this off. Our potatoes are done. We're gonna leave them on to keep them warm. They're already cooked. They're just adapting that smoke flavor. And then once we take this bird off, right, biggest thing is let it rest. That's why we're taking it off at 162. We're aiming for 165 in the breast, right? Take it off, let it rest 15 minutes. In that time, it's gonna climb a few degrees, get us to the 165, 170 mark, which is gonna be perfect. And then we slice and we hope for that burst of juice. The color looks great, the caramelization looks great, the skin looks great. We're gonna pull it off, we're gonna let it rest for 15 minutes, allow the juices to settle. So, because we spatchcock it, things are gonna be a little loose. Like that breast, that thigh that just wants to come right off. Can you guys smell this here? I'm gonna waft this smell to you. This is how Thanksgiving smells up north here in Canada. Smoker style.
Okay, so we've got everything inside. The next step is, of course, the corn, which you've got sort of a covering and a sprinkling that we're gonna do with it. Explain a little bit about what we're about to do here.
So we've got our zesty, spicy mayo. That's gonna go on top, and then our feta cheese that we're gonna grate on top. So take our corn, we've let it rest for a few minutes. It's just gonna come right out of the husk. We're gonna take one of our ears of corn, right?
Oh, you're just gonna get right in there. Yeah, okay, cool.
Get right in here. Okay, a little bit of this. So we got our feta cheese.
Okay. Oh, I see, okay. That's quite the treatment of the humble corn right there.
This corn didn't know what hit him, man.
That's right. Okay.
Bam, corn is done.
Couple of carrots, I guess.
Throw some carrots on there. Mashed potatoes.
Man, that looks awesome. Look at the color on it.
It's creamy, right? It just falls in.
Oh, wow.
We're gonna go 2 scoops here.
Ooh. Oh, that's right. We need that special gravy, that truffle gravy.
So you know what I love about spatchcocking a bird? That. Right? I can take the thigh and the leg. And
done.
Tear it off. So if you're a carnivore like me, it's just like, give me.
Yeah.
Right? You're my guinea pig.
Absolutely. Oh, I'm gonna drip everywhere. Hold on. Look at how juicy this is. This is unbelievable. And don't mind if I do. Oh, man. You've ruined me. How am I gonna go back to a regular oven bird now? This looks amazing, Aaron. Thank you so much for having us for Smoker Thanksgiving dinner here on Craft Sear. We've got to thank again 6 on the Block Quality Meats.
Absolutely.
For providing this incredible turkey. We'd like to thank you for providing this incredible meal. And we're thankful for everybody that's tuned into our episodes and has some fun. Being a grill sergeant or a smoke soldier, whatever it is, we really appreciate your support. I think we should get into this.
What do you want to try first?
I got to go for the spuds.
All right, spuds it is.
Ooh. Yes, buddy. It picked up a lot of that great smoke flavor, and that gravy, I mean, that is unbelievable with that spud. Okay, the carrots are great. I'm sure they're gonna, but this corn is a different world. I've never had anything like this before in my life. It's juicy. You do get some of that lime,
right?
And it's not weird. I thought it was gonna be weird, but it's not. Mayonnaise, lime, and feta. It matters. It made a great flavor profile.
Carrot cheers.
Carrot cheers, let's do that. Ooh, yeah. Cheers, buddy. If you're gonna get kids to eat veg, this is the way to do it. Especially at the Thanksgiving dinner table. A little of this.
A little dunk in the gravy.
A little dunk in the gravy. Yeah, man. That flavor is unbelievable. Dude, very spoiled for Thanksgiving dinner off the smoker. Try it. Tell us if you make any adjustments and tell us what you've done. And I can't wait to just sit here and eat in front of our camera guy. We did make him a plate. Come on. We did make him a plate. Happy Thanksgiving.
Happy Thanksgiving, guys. Thanks for having us. It's been a great experience.
Well, just like Aaron was our guest this time around and showed us what his tips and tricks are, we'd like to come visit your place and see what your meal would be. All you have to do is go to our Instagram page, xmarkstv, message us, and let us know you're interested.
Smoking turkey dinner is one of my favorite things to do. Just ready to eat with you. Butter based and a little smoke. Give that corn a friendly stroke. And here we go, ready to eat some food. Aaron is a grill guy. He's not a bro that's shy. He's gonna drizzle a little butter on your breasts. We still got some spuds to do, but if it's okay with me, it's okay with you. 'Cause butter on spuds is best. Solo turkey dinner. It's a freaking winner. And I'm getting hungry just thinking about that bird. It's the word, and I'm a grilling nerd.